Conservationists hard at work in a triage tent set up on campus. These files contain records of all the collections which were housed in the library. 2 cold storage containers that assist with freeze-drying salvaged materials have also been brought in. UCT says it has had to deal with not only fire but also water damage.
So far we've cleared the library, the Jagger library. The basement, we have now salvaged all the materials that didn't burn, that was in the basement, it's clean because it was flooded because of the water. And the top part, the burnt part, is also cleaned up, so it's ready for repairs, right? And in the residences, we have secured the places that are damaged and identified, cordoned off the areas that need to be fixed, and the students are back in the rooms that can be occupied. So there's about 48 students between the 2 residences that are still in hotels, but otherwise the students are back in Fuller and Smarts Hall.
Efforts are underway to ensure that disruptions to the academic process are as limited as possible.
We try by all means to make sure that they are not delayed. So we have identified, we have had offers all over the world, and we have identified where the materials are which students need in the humanities to use, because it's digitized and students can gain access to it from then on. In biological sciences, students who lost their experiments are going to have to start afresh because there's no way we can resuscitate plants that had grown up to a particular level. So we are just taking numbers as to who lost what, up to what level, how much more time do they need, so that we can make resources available.
A delegation from the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization visited the Table Mountain World Heritage Site and UCT this week. The visit is aimed at exploring how the body can extend its global resources to assist.
We expect then to have follow-up conversations. We, for example, understand that the first preliminary report on the causes of the fire on the mountain will be available on Friday. That will provide us some key insights into what is to be done. It's clear that part of the enormous challenge that we face is that up to 98% of fires on the mountain are caused by human beings, and clearly it's a wake-up call, this particular situation that we find ourselves in.
UNESCO says the fire and subsequent damage to the Jagger library and unique documents drives home the importance of its program to digitize vulnerable documents.
UNESCO has a program that supports institutions and member states in particular looking at very vulnerable documents and archives and film and audio on the safeguarding of those. And this program is called the Memory of the World, and the name says it all. So a lot of it is on digitization, and I'm very happy to hear that the university had already quite far advanced in digitizing their archives.
UCT says it will use the rebuilding project to make damaged buildings greener and increase the environmental sustainability of the campus. Vanessa Poonah, SABC News, Cape Town.